So guys, my thoughts that I had this evening is exactly why I'm doing this video, so I'm going to go ahead and do this video. And I just want to talk to you guys about the struggle, because it's real. And on your journey, when you're going through the processes, it's do or die times. It's make or break times. It's you're either going to push forward, even if you're sad, even if you're upset, even if you're depressed, even if you're this, even if you're that, even if you have anxiety, even if you have fear. It's all these things that's going to try to come and attack you whenever you're on your journey to where you want to go, and you might not even know where you want to go. You're just going. And even through all that, you have to have some sort of motivation. I was motivated during my toughest times. I was motivated when it felt like it was the world against me. And it's if it feels like that for any of you guys now or even in the past, I just want to say that it's not like that forever, and things will go back to normal the way that they were before, whenever life felt better, whenever things were just better. Because I went through some times myself where everything felt off. I felt off, the people around me felt off. I couldn't really go and talk to anybody. Everybody was against me, and that's how it felt. And you will feel like the entire world is against you if the people closest to you are against you, and they just, they can't hear anything you have to say. Anything you have to say goes in one ear and out the other. It's like you don't even matter. Your life doesn't matter. Your happiness doesn't matter. These people just don't care about you whatsoever. And it's in those times that's going to make or break you. It's in those times where you're either going to get stronger or you're going to get weaker. And it's up to you to make that choice. It's up to you to make that decision. Are you going to go forward? And you're going to feel all these things, you're just going to feel uncertain. You're going to feel down because people are just not giving you anything. People are just, and I don't even mean things, it's like people just want to completely disrespect you. It's not even that people's not giving you things. It's the truth of the matter is people are disrespecting you. People are talking bad about you. People are going against you. People are trying to tear you down. And when I say give, I mean their kindness, their compassion. They still love you. They still tell you this. But no, people are going to go against you. When you are the chosen one, when you are on your path, when you have something and you know you have something deep down inside in your heart, these people will go against you. And it's up to you to defeat the odds. And nobody in this entire world is going to know how hard the entire process is besides yourself. And I can look back at those times, and there was a lot of fun times in the thick of the struggle, but there's a lot of devastating times too. It's very, very tough. It's very, very tough mentally. It's what a lot of people, they don't want to feel that way, so they don't do it. But you have to feel that way. That's the thing. You have to feel that way. And I bet there's a lot of us, me and all you guys, I guarantee you right now, there's a lot of us that we could temporarily make life funner. We could be doing certain things like going out, partying, doing this, doing that, doing things that a lot of other people do, but we choose to take the harder path because we know doing all those things, what a lot of other people do when they're fitting in and all this stuff, it's not happiness. And it's not going to get you anywhere. And it's only going to lead to more sadness in the future. And that's the truth. I could have went the way a lot of people go, and been a little bit happier, maybe temporarily, short term. I'd have done that. I wouldn't be as happy as I am right now at this age, in this moment, because I had to suffer to up my position in life. I had to sacrifice, I had to suffer, I had to go through a lot of sadness, I had to go through a lot of betrayal, I had to be talked about, I had to be looked at as a joke, and it's like all these people are doing this, and the whole time you have confidence within yourself, you have motivation, like you are motivated, and me personally, I just couldn't understand why all these people were doing this, and the only thing I could tell myself is, I'm going to have the last laugh, and all these jokes are going to be the jokes. They're putting me out to be a joke, they're going to be the jokes. They're going to be the laughing stock. And you know what's funny is deep down inside, I was always on another level than all these jokes, than all these people talking trash, than all these people not believing in me or something like this. I was always steps ahead of them, but it's like I'm going through so many steps to the point where they don't think I'm gonna pull through. So they start to view me as a joke, but they're tricking their own mind, because if it was in person to person, they know damn well that I am their superior. I am their superior because I'm going for bigger and better things than they'll ever go for. And they couldn't handle any days in my shoes, and that's the thing. And I'm not saying that to be egotistical or cocky or anything like that. It's just the truth. You can't talk all that stuff and then expect me to not fire back. Because I did fire back a lot at these people. And guess what? They said nothing. They had nothing to say. And some of these people, deep down inside, they know. They know that you're good. They know you have it in you. But they still want to make it as to be like you're some sort of joke at the same time. But on the inside, they know deep down inside that you are a lethal weapon. You are a lethal human being, not just physically, but mentally. And they know you're capable of a lot, but still they just can't help themselves but to talk smack. And all I gotta say is, if you get me, I'm gonna get you back. And I'm not gonna personally get you. I'm just gonna get you with what I do with my life. Success is the best revenge. Leaving no stones unturned. Nothing. You did everything you could. That is the best revenge. There's nothing they can say, there's nothing they can do, because they just sound very stupid. After a while, once you get to a certain point, they have to stop talking, and they have to just let you be who you are and continue to be. Because they're the laughing stock. And I just don't understand how people can be this way. Someone could do the most ridiculous thing. Someone could do something that's so far beyond of looking possible, even though anything's possible. And somebody might even do something to the point where I might not even fully believe in them, but I'll never view somebody as a joke. Because there's just certain things in this life that are pretty far-fetched. But all the things that I went for, like, it was very, very possible. And I had a lot of skill towards the things that I was doing. So it's like, to me, it was just hate the entire time. And I knew that, but it can still get to you. It just does. It just does. And you just have to learn how to deal with it and keep pushing forward. But there's some people that don't even have skill towards certain things, and they might go ahead and like they think they're gonna do it, but they literally have no skill, no experience, no anything, and that's gonna give me a reason to not fully believe in somebody, but I'll never write them off as a joke. Like, you give me, this is just a random thing. Let's say you give me a swimmer, somebody that swims all the time. They're in the pool all the time. They're working very hard all the time. They become a better swimmer over time. They're doing more and more and more and more and more laps. Their times are getting better, and they want to tell me they're going to go and they're going to try to make the Olympics and swim. I'm not going to doubt that at all. And they're putting in the work, and they have talent, and they upped their skills and their talents. Why in the heck would I not believe in that? Of course they could do it. And they're going for it, and they have plans to go for it. How could you not believe in that? Of course it's possible. But let's say someone says they're going to do something, but they have no experience with it whatsoever. They've never done it before, and they say they're going to do it. It's like, well, if it comes down to it, like, if you want my advice or opinion, you better start putting in the work to do this. Like, let's say if somebody wants to make the NHL, they're playing on a pretty high level team. But after the games, they go and they party. And they do all these other things with some of the boys. And some of the boys don't do that. Some of the boys go home and get their rest, and they start training the next day. Or they leave the ice that evening, and instead of partying, they go and they shoot extra pucks. Or they go out in the ponds and they shoot extra pucks at night. Or they rent ice, or they get extra ice and they start to shoot extra pucks, do extra things towards their goals. How could you not believe in that? But if somebody's, you just have to watch somebody's actions. And with me, I left no stones unturned with the things that I was doing in my life. So it's like, and people are still just being cowards, trying to write me off, trying to say this, trying to say that. And it's like, and a lot of people believed in me too, a lot of the things that I went for in life. But, sometimes, like, it's just the people, like I said, that you want to believe in you. When they don't, you just feel like the world is against you. It's just how it is. And then there comes a time where you get so confident and you gain so much confidence in yourself that you don't want anybody to believe in you. It's not that you don't want anybody to believe in you, you don't need it. Because you're so confident in yourself. You are so damn confident in yourself. You put in so much work, you put in so much time in your craft. It doesn't make a difference. And that's where I got to. I don't need anybody to believe in me today, or tomorrow, or for the rest of the time. I don't need it. It's not that I don't want it, I just don't need it. I don't need reassurance because I know me. I know what I'm capable of. I know where I'm going. I can see, once I hit a certain point and achieve certain things and get to a certain level, I can already automatically see the next step, and the next step after that, and the next step after that. It's just a continuation. I never get somewhere and think I made it. I never get somewhere and think I did it. Never. Never, 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 never. It's always what's next. It's always what's next. You make $100,000. What's next? You gotta make $1 million. You make $1 million. What's next? I gotta make 5 million. You make 5 million. What's next? You gotta make 10 million. I'm just using that as an example. I just use money as an example, but that's how it is. It's always going to be what's next. You always have to have another goal right after you achieve a goal. And I made this mistake in the past because I did before. Okay, I did it. I made it. I got so ready for a fitness photo shoot like 4 or 5 years ago, and I put every ounce of myself into it and suffered hardcore to get in the best shape I possibly could have got in. I was getting emotional in the gym the last couple of weeks because my body fat was so low, And I just felt like crying some days because it was so brutal, and I was putting in so much work, and just like it over-exhausted my body. And I was like starving, like not starving to death, but it's like I'm hungry, like I need food. When I can only eat these small, little, frequent meals, and it got to a point where it wasn't enough. And I believe I overdid it a lot. I definitely didn't have to go to the extent that I did, but I did it. And it made me mentally stronger, that's for sure. I believe every hard thing you put yourself through makes you mentally stronger. And you get rewarded for crazy things that you do. Like, something's going to reward you if you're doing something good. You do something very hard, very difficult, you suffered a lot, you're going to get rewarded for it. I truly believe that. I truly do. And the universe is just a crazy thing. I've done so many things and I've seen so many things, and I got lucky a lot and I got unlucky a lot. There's a lot of things I don't even want to say like lucky, but it's like there's just certain things that happened, and I felt a lot of pain in my life as well. So it's like you take the good with the bad, right? There's always going to be both. You get some good, you're going to experience some bad. Anytime I get good or bad, I'm ready for either more of one or the other. It's just, we're going to feel it for the rest of our lives. We're going to have more good times and we're going to have some more bad times, and it's just the way it's going to be. And when we have a really good time or something really good happens, we feel like we got a little bit lucky, but it's not even really lucky, because we suffered for it, we worked for it, we did things for it. And I believe the more you work, the harder you work, the more you suffer, the more all these things, the luckier you get, even though it's not luck, because you did what you should have did to get it, right? And watch too how greedy people like never get lucky. They never catch big breaks. They might be like just about average all the time, but they can never like get a big break because they're greedy. They're never doing extra. They're only doing a small amount of what maybe they know, or like they know they have to. They're never going that extra mile. And with me, I'm doing extra all the time. I always do more than I'm supposed to. This is an example. When I do phone calls with people, I always go over the time that it's supposed to be. I'm always doing extra. When I'm in the gym, I'm always doing extra. I'll never just do like a certain amount. And okay, I did all my work today. No, I'm going to do something extra. I'm going to do something extra. And I do it every single day. There's not one day, not even on Sundays, that I don't do something extra than what I'm supposed to do. And I only need to do what I'm supposed to do, but I do extra anyways. I do extra effort. And even in the most trying times, even my most hardest times, I was doing this as well. It's all about staying motivated in your trying times. And it's easy to stay motivated when things are going good. It really is. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going good, when you're feeling good, when life is just rolling and things are on point. It's easy to stay motivated. What's not easy is to stay motivated during your trying times. And that's why I'm here right now expressing this in this way, because it's something we all have to do. It's something I had to do. It's something you guys got to do. And even if I hit harder times again, which it could happen, you never know what's going to happen. I could get hit by a car tomorrow and break my legs. Like, obviously I'm going to have to do something to stay motivated, and that's the type of person I would be. Like, I could go through the craziest thing and I would find a way to like defeat the odds, to just do something to bring myself up so I could be my best, even in that critical condition. And it's very important because, and there's going to be people that hate you for staying motivated during your hardest times. People hate seeing people that are struggling but are also putting one foot in front of the other, continuing to go, continuing to be confident just because they can, because it's a choice. And especially when you start to improve and your improvements are showing, you're just getting better. Like, overall, these people can just see your growth, your confidence, like everything in your life just building. They start to hate it. They start to hate it more than anything else. Trust and believe me when I say this. They hate it. It's best to honestly keep a lot to yourself and not to put so much of yourself out there for other people to see, for other people to witness, because people like to ruin good things. Like they really do. And they might go out of their way to do that to you. Somebody could slash your tires. Somebody could do something very dirty. So, and where I live, like it's pretty good. It's pretty safe. There's a lot of trash talkers, shit talkers where I come from, but it's pretty harmless as far as like murders, people getting beat up really bad. Like, we have a lot of peace where I come from, but at the same time, like, it's a small town and people like to talk, and you're never safe around me if you're going to be talking like that. Like, I don't mean I'm going to harm your life, but I will go up to you and I will put fear into your eyes, is what I will do. And you know, if somebody wants to clap back, then we got a war on our hands. So, but I'm always going to stick up for myself. I'm never going to initiate something. I'm never going to attack somebody like some sort of criminal. But I will stand up for myself, and you know, no one's going to bully me around. No one's going to do any of that stuff, and people know that about me. I don't have a lot of conflict, like in person. It's very rare if it ever happens. I had the most conflict when I was in high school, and that's because you're around people so much. You go to parties, there's conflict, things like that. You know what I mean? But yeah. So before I end this video, I have another one after this. So I just want to say, like, you guys got to remember, and there's a lot of you guys, and I know that for a fact because I talk to a lot of you guys on the phone. There's a lot of you guys going through some crazy stuff right now, and my last message to you guys is to really buckle down, to really stay as motivated as possible. See yourself as achieving your goals and doing the higher up things in your life every single day, even on your worst days. Understand that it is coming. It will come. But you have to see it every single day that you wake up. You might have a bad morning. You have to see it at night. You might have a bad evening. You have to wake up next morning and see it next morning or during the day. You have to see the higher things for yourself. At least once a day, like every single day. You can't lose sight of the higher things that you know you can do. And it could be anything. I don't know what's going on personally in a lot of your guys' lives. But just understand you have to see the higher side of things, even in the trying times. So, and I'm going to leave it at that. You guys know what you got to do. I know what I got to do. So let's do it. And I'll be back with the next video, guys.